Hello, inflation fighters. Thank you for joining me today. It's Friday, so that means meal plan. Okay, so we kind of have scrapped the idea of doing on this day we're gonna have this, and on this day we're gonna have that, except for leftovers because those have a time expiration date. So, but we did come up with meals so we can decide ahead of time. We'll thaw certain meats, and then we've got like 2 to 3 days to decide what we're gonna do with them and how we're gonna prepare them and those kind of things. So here we go. We have a whole chicken that we're gonna smoke in the smoker and have it with roasted red potatoes and garlic from the oven. Another night we'll have brats and pasta salad, tuna, noodles, peas. That's probably what's going to be in it. Quesadillas, short ribs with mac and cheese and green beans, simple supper, soup and sandwich, beef stew and mashed potatoes. And then over the weekend, the dessert, the special dessert is going to be chocolate pudding pie. This will be the first time I'm making it. We'll have an Oreo crust and let's see, 1, 2, 3 different layers of topping. There's going to be a layer of pudding, then a layer of pudding mixed with Cool Whip, and then just Cool Whip. So it's layered like that. Like I said, it'll be in a Pantry provided Oreo cookie crust. So, and then I'm also going to make for our appetizer a Blt Dip. Super simple, very simple. It's just mayo, sour cream, bacon, tomato, and then any other seasonings you want to put in it, and have it with chips or pita bread or something of that sort. So anyway, that is the meal plan. So I wanted to show you what I use when I'm doing a meal plan. I have one for myself, which includes my lunch and so on. But it's, if you can see this here, you have your protein, your veggie and fruit, your starch or grain, dairy or calcium, and that's what you do. You just go through your freezer, refrigerator, and come up with those things, piece them together. Sometimes you can get inspired to do a recipe, other times you can just do straight out of the can veggies or things of that nature. Then you can also do it just on loose leaf paper. You don't need to be fancy. Same things here. Or if you want to use a notebook. What's nice about the notebook is that you can refer back to what you've made before with a certain item. So if you keep the notebook, you'll always have like ideas and things of that nature. So it might be something to try anyway if you're having trouble kind of coming up with like a meal plan. So I wanted to talk about the pantries a little bit. I'm going to be going to a pantry. I really wanted to wait as long as possible because I only have 2 times left. I may have 3 because I 2 or 3 times at the quarterly one, and then the monthly one I generally go on the last week of the month. But we've had 2 months now of 5 Fridays or something like that, so it's kind of been difficult to stretch things out, and we are getting low on meats and obviously produce. We can never get enough of that, but meat's really low, and we're making it. We're making do with what we have. Again, I'm so glad I don't eat that because it saves so much more for the boys. It's good that way. But I wanted to talk about the existence of these food pantry, food banks. And I have no idea what the history of these are. Like, were they around during the Depression? I'm not sure. I really haven't investigated that to see if that's true. But, I know my parents never used it at all. My dad had a job where he was laid off frequently in the summertime. Bad time to get laid off. It's just a really bad time. No time is ever good. Trust us, right? But the way my dad kind of handled the situation was, just a second, I have to go stop the timer. Apologies for that. I had a feeling that might happen, but anyway, I have my ranch chicken resting right now, so it's just ranch dressing poured on top of chicken drumsticks in the slow cooker. Very simple. 2 ingredients and it's done. The way my dad handled it was he went and bought cases of pot pies, and that's basically what we had for lunch every single day was pot pies. Thank goodness, even though I'm not a meat person, I did like the gravy and the veggies and the pastry, so I did have something to eat. But I just wonder, like, what a difference it might have made if we would have had that option. Or maybe my dad just didn't want to do it. Bankruptcy, money problems, things like that in the 70s were kind of taboo to talk about and things. So I'm going to do some more looking into that because I'm just curious to when it started. I'm so grateful for them at this point. I really honestly don't know what we would have done. So at any rate, I just want to wish you all a wonderful weekend. So be well, be blessed, and know you're taken care of. Bye now.